Okay, so today I wanted to talk about the kind of place that Dubai is. Okay, now I don't have like flashy special effects that other. There's a lot of guys on YouTube. You must know that the most of the bloggers are male. There are very few females. I don't know where the females are. They're not saying anything about anything that relates to women's rights, which is very odd. But I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know where they are. But I want to talk about some things that happened to me in Dubai, and then you can judge for yourself what kind of a place it is, okay? Because there's a lot of like vlogs out there on YouTube which are doing a very bad job, and they're making the place sound a lot better than it is. Even though they say stuff like the police is merciless, you can't buy liquor, only in hotels you can buy liquor, and only at the duty free, and like not in restaurants or not in like supermarkets and all that stuff. Okay, so they're right about those things, but the main things that are going on over here, like the way that their involvement in 9/11, and the way Al-Qaeda Taliban funds were flowing through Dubai, and they didn't do anything, they just looked the other way, and then through those funds the attacks happened. And I mean, I think the Dubai and Saudi governments were actually involved in the attacks, and since I'm in Dubai, you know, saying this could get me like either fined badly, or they could say, take your video down, or they could just put me in jail. But I can't help it, and because there are people who are monitoring my channel who are not good, like who have been contacting me, my classmates from the schools I went to in Dubai, and they're not good people, and they've been saying, "Oh, you look so worried in your video. What's going on?" They just want to know what's happening, and they want to laugh because they did better than me because their circumstances, and they were luckier than me. And so right now they have a better score than me in life. So wow, congratulations, you beat me. You're equal in school, but now you're doing better than me. Wow, congratulations. So that's why I'm very hesitant to make videos on this channel. I might start a new channel or something. And there's another person who my dad knows, who's a very bad person, who's got links to the Mumbai underground. And let me just say that my problems are not just because of the kind of place Dubai is, but because of the kind of people my parents are. But that's, I don't know, that they can think that'll be for a separate video, because I don't have time right now. But I just wanted to talk about the things that happened to me quickly over here. And I'm not saying that honestly, I don't think this is the stuff that's happened to anyone else in Dubai. The stuff that's happened to me, because other people have parents who protect them more like aggressively, and and they take care of their kids, and they don't let them like get hurt, or they don't let other people beat them up, or destroy their body or whatever, like what happened to me. But these are things that happened to me. Like in 2013, I was just laying down in a park, Mamsar Beach Park, which is in Mamsar or whatever, and there was two guys playing football, and they seemed to be Muslim. Most people here are Muslim. Why is that a bad thing? Because I mean, you can't say anything about Muslims on social media because there's no free speech on social media. They just want to control everyone and shut everyone up. And hey, you can't say anything about Muslims, says Twitter and Google. So I don't give a shit. Go fuck yourselves, bastards. You fucking faggots. Go fuck yourselves. Go fucking die. I don't care about your shitty rules. I just want the truth to come out. Okay? And but they could probably take this video down. I made another video on Muslims. They took it down, which is very rude. Every time I make a video exposing Muslims, the YouTube comes along, Google comes along and takes it down. Because I don't know what their problem is. What their goddamn problem is with liberty, but they have a huge problem with it, and they're real bastards. And they have a problem with women as well, because they don't pay them equally, and Muslims don't treat women equally either. That's the problem that I have with them. Okay, and but Google seems to like that, and they punish you for saying anything about Muslims. So I'm just quickly gonna say things that happened to me. I was laying on this park, people were playing football, and one guy kicks the ball so hard to my head that I get a concussion, which gave me traumatic brain injury, and it's with me till now, and I'm not able to move properly. My motor skills are not normal. That was the first thing that happened to me. like out of the big things, because I haven't even talked about the small things that happen to me over here. Not the small things, but the like less seemingly less severe than this one. You know what I mean? And like a lot of bad, I had only bad, like 99% bad experiences in this place, and I just wanted the truth to come out, but I know there's no point because I don't have those flashy videos like other guys will. They'll be sitting behind in a nice studio with a nice camera and a tripod and lighting and and proper like really like and video, and they have those skills which I don't have of showing you pictures within the video and showing you video footage and all that stuff. But I'm going for 100% substance, and if you want substance, then you're at the right place. Otherwise, you're not in the right place. So you can leave now if you don't want the substance. So maybe you just want to hear, what the truth is, so that you can do your bit like everyone else in this world to fuck the truth and to silence it and to kill the truth like everyone else in the world is right now. So I don't know. I mean, I can't control you. I can't jump through the screen and fucking whoop your ass, but I would if I could. If you're one of those people. So okay, you must be noticing that I don't have a shirt on, which is you know it's fucking hot over here. Really hot. Even when the AC is on, I can be shirtless because it's pretty hot over here. And that's what happens when you are in a desert. And there is another desert in the Middle East. It's called Israel, which is far ahead of this place. I mean, I'm not saying it's perfect. It's got its drawbacks. It's not where some other countries are, but so much better than these countries. So okay, so I'm sitting down in the park, and the guy kicks a ball to my head, and I didn't see it because I was like lying down, and my eyes were closed because I was resting. I was trying to get grounded in a fake city, in a fake park, made in a fake city, and with trees planted in the sand and being watered through pipes. So I was listening to those videos those days, where people tell you to get grounded and they don't tell you anything about Islam or about the terrorists or about Hinduism, or they have made their peace with those things, those people, and their main goal is to be as diverse as possible and to not offend any race or religion, and basically fuck the truth. Just let's just not offend anyone, just like the politicians. So I'm lying down and trying to get grounded, and so that I can get some clarity and figure out what to do with my life. And the guy kicks the ball so hard, I hear a huge thump on my head, and I realize this is fucked up. This is gonna take, like, my first thought back then was, shit, this is gonna take 10 years to cure this, to heal this. What these guys just did. I get up and I start yelling at them, what the hell, be careful, and all that shit. And then they run away. And I think, as soon as I think, I see them, and I think to myself, I need to call the police. I need to let me go find those guys. Then they ran away by then. They weren't there, and that's one of the things that happened to me that was bad. And I told my parents about it. Back then, I used to think you should follow your heart and all that stuff, And then I realized this is bullshit, because if you have a brain, then why should you follow your heart when the heart doesn't have as many neurons? It can't think. It's not as advanced as the brain. But back then, I used to listen to those phony self-help gurus, and I used to think that you should follow your heart and all that. So I went to the hospital once, and I thought, no, I don't need to do this. I can heal this myself. It's no big deal. So I walked out because it was very crowded and it wasn't a good hospital. And I think that was a huge mistake, because that back then it could have been cured. But now I have to live with it for the rest of my life. So okay, so fine. It's not just the it's the faulty upbringing, because I wasn't into self-help. My dad rammed it down my throat and addicted me to it and made me think, you can achieve anything just by thinking positive and all that shit. Because thinking positive, it's not like, thinking positive will let you achieve anything, you want. I mean, I don't want to give too much away, because I told you bad people and probably might be monitoring my account. So it's a huge, problem knowing what not to say, what to say. But this happens to me, traumatic brain injury. Boom, that's number one. Then my dad hires a driver in 2015, He's a Pakistani. He's a huge misogynist. He thinks women should be placed in burqas, not bikinis. He thinks bikinis are shameless. Acting is shameless unless it's a Pakistani drama or Shah Rukh Khan or Salman Khan. Then it's not shameless because then it's Muslim. It's Islamized, so it's fine. And I'm with this guy and I get friendly with this driver. I don't know why, because I was feminist back then. And somehow I read this quote somewhere: don't be a homophobe and don't be a racist and tell everyone the truth and all these things. And I was kind of like hypnotized and went around blabbering the truth to bad people. And I went around meeting, people who I knew were not good men and who I would have known were not good men. But because of that, the homophobia had gone away. I met with these people and they were closeted homosexuals, each and every one of them, and misogynists. So I meet these people and they totally fuck my life up. Whether it's my uncle who's still fucking my life up, who's the biggest parasite in this world, who's right now paralyzed, but he's still a nuisance and I can't do anything to this guy. I want to kill the bastard, but he's still alive and he's the biggest gay, that I met, and he's the one who raised my father because my father's dad died. Why did my father's dad die? Because the asshole was sick and he told his son, "Get me a hot water bottle, please," and my dad refused to, and he died as a result of it. And my dad is very proud of this, and even his mom died because of his mistakes. And that's so lucky, right? He's such a lucky bastard that it. I mean, I would have been lucky if my parents had died. I would have been so lucky. But no, they're still alive, and I think they're gonna live very long. So it's like getting away from them is the only thing I can do. Even that I can't do because of some problems. But so I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to make another video and talk about the other bad stuff that happened to me because this is enough for part one. It's been 12 minutes already. I could go on for longer, but the video would get very long and unmanageable, and so I'll make another video.